Does Portland have good weed?
Huh? The what?
Did they then?
Who?
Portland.
What?
Oregon.
Huh?
Weed.
Yeah?
Weed.
What? Bro, I was out there for a minute and never ran into a bad batch. I was out there for about, what was the tweet? What did you say, 6, 7 years? Never ran into a bad batch.
Who has the worst? What city got the worst weed?
Utah.
Do they have weed?
Yeah?
It's terrible, isn't it?
This is back then. I don't know how it is now.
It probably
back then, bro, let me tell you. So, me and my guy, you know, it's this when they were really heavy on the Utah Summer Review. The Summer League joint.
Summer League,
so
yeah.
this is, you know, way before Vegas wasn't even a thought. And it was like Utah
and Orlando,
think, were the biggest Summer League joints, right? So me and my man, we out there for about a week and a half. So it's like, all right, man, you know, they ain't really testing in the summer. We bought a zip. All right. Banged the zip out.
How much did it cost? You remember? I'm just curious.
Probably about like
$14.
Probably about $250, something like that.
Okay. So,
bought the zip. We killed the zip in a couple hours. I wasn't feeling nothing. Like you know how sometimes you get high and it's like, man, I don't feel nothing, but then you notice like, damn, I'm
upside down, yeah.
But we wasn't feeling none of that. So it's like, all right, maybe it's us. You know, maybe it's the altitude. You know, we got more white blood cells and red blood cells and all that shit.
Getting medical, yeah.
Yeah. So we like, all right, let's try it one more time. So we called my man, copped another
zip. Let's cop another zip.
Came through, and it was nothing. It was trash.
Y'all called the same dude for the same shape? The same person? I don't want to.
Hey, bro. I mean, shit, Connects was small back then.
He probably couldn't believe it. I'm about to get off this same trash pack again, man. I can't. What luck I have.
I was like, sober. I felt mad. Like now I feel my lungs. I fill my lungs up with all this contaminated
this
smoke,
garbage,
wasted smoke. My brain mad at me. It was fun though.
So what was the drug test routine?
I mean, it was normal. I guess from what I heard from my vets, when I first got there, they didn't drug test.
Like at all? For anything?
Bro, you know, they used to smoke cigarettes and drink 6-packs in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, that's just like NBA, real ball.
Like back in the day.
Yeah.
So, no, they wasn't doing no type of drug testing until I got in the league, you know.
You think it was
my first? No, it should have been, but my first couple years, actually, we only had to do it once, and then
the entire year.
As the CBAs progressed, you know, the collective bargaining agreements,
right.
You know, the drug testing thing progressed, but man,
how'd y'all get around it?
Oh, you just had to go cold turkey, because you only got tested once. So it's like, all right.
Did you know when the test was coming?
Yeah, it was back then. It was sometime during training camp. Training camp was officially a week back then, like a week or two.
Okay.
And you know, you're doing 2 times a day, 2-a-days. So you knew if you had camp Sunday on the 7th, you knew that sometime before Sunday on the 14th,
he was getting tested.
That he was coming to get you.
But after that,
if you don't come for training camp, you good for the whole year.
So sometimes you wouldn't even get tested?
Yeah, because
I didn't come there.
I wasn't nobody. You know what I mean? They wasn't looking at me. I was like, cool.
You don't think they knew back then?
They probably did. I wasn't tripping. They wasn't bothering me. I wasn't bothering them.
Right.
It wasn't out of control.
So after they started doing it, more than once, how many times would they up it?
It got up to, before I left, it got up to 4.
Random?
It got up to 4 random, and it was to the point where, say if say if somebody else was playing in a chip and my team and your team wasn't in the playoffs, but we only got tested maybe like twice throughout the year, well, during the finals, they still can come get you.
Gonna get tested.
Even though you're not playing.
Right. They were still.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
So, I mean, everybody was probably ready for when they quit testing for it, right? Or now?
Like I said, on about the night of the 13th, for cats who hadn't been tested, it's like, I got one more practice, one more day. If you don't come, meet me at the house.
I'm gonna get a quarter zip of that Utah shit.
Man,
that
you can have
booty shit, yeah. The worst shit you ever had in your life.
That'll be all you, good brother.
Yeah. Until y'all smoked it all and called a guy back. You should go back there every year and smoke a zip of that terrible, like
just to reminisce.
Yeah.
No.
We should go smoke that shake again.
No.
Like we used to.